Welcome back. So you watched my Windows Server 2019 unboxing video, and we flagged this Windows Admin Center as something we wanted to follow up on. Well, obviously there's a link to a video. I'll have to watch that later because I'm making a video. Looks like we can download it now. Let's see what else we have on this page. Link to a video. Find the right installation option. See how to use the Windows Admin Center. More additional resources. We're going to follow up on all of these things as we go along. Oh, a software development kit so people can extend the capability of this Windows Admin Center. Documentation, a feedback link, latest features, updates regularly, and more information about extensions. So as we scroll all the way down to the bottom, it says download now. I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. Project Honolulu, well, this just keeps getting better and better. And like I showed in my Windows Server 2019 unboxing, you can download PDF versions of the entire page so you have it handy. Oh, 200 pages. Pop that bad boy on your tablet for reading on the plane. So I guess we better read the instructions here. It says what type of installation is right for you. Obviously, we're going to want to install a desktop mode so that we can launch it on the desktop. But I'm running evaluation versions of Server 2016 on my primary desktop and my lab computer, so they'll only run in gateway mode. But reading further, it gets down here. If you can't use Internet Explorer to manage Windows Admin Center, you need a supported browser. So we're going to click on supported browser. Looks like Edge and Google Chrome. So I'm going to go ahead and install Google Chrome on my Server 2016 evaluation here and see if we can't go desktop mode. Hang on. Okay, let's get to installing. Running the MSI. Accepting the agreement. Some information there. You want this. You definitely want to allow the trusted hosts to be modified. Default ports 443. You could use your own internal PKI certificate if you want. Make sure to watch my video on building PKI. Okay, just doing some housekeeping.
What? Were you talking to me?
All right, we're finished. Gives us a URL to open up to look under the hood, and away we go. Let's see what we can make of this. Nice splash screen. Got your little intro tour. Just 2 panels here. Not much to see, actually, I discovered. Okay, so I'm just connected to the local host here. There's the stats of the local machine in the overview pane. Integration with Azure for backup. We can look at the local certificate landscape on this machine. I'm going to take a look at my certificates for the machine. Yeah, you see the automatically created Windows Admin Center search. Device Manager. We got some event log opportunities there. I'm not going to even click into that. Let's take a look at the network. Yep, there's the detail pane at the bottom. That expands or contracts on that little pull down arrow there. Oh, good. We can run some PowerShell remotely. Of course, this is on the local machine, but still. I think you're going to want to look back at the docs and read up on, obviously, WinRM needs to be enabled. Probably, if you've messed with the default firewall rules, there's probably going to be some changes you'd have to make this work in your environment. Okay. So I ran a PowerShell script to show me processes, but there's processes right there. I'm not even going to browse the registry. I learned the hard way, don't do a remote desktop session of the local machine. It basically blanks out your screen capture software for the duration of the video, so I had to reshoot some. Installed roles and features. Got scheduled tasks. Let's check some Windows updates. Again, I cropped out a lot of hourglass paint drying scenes. Oh, I got some pending updates, but these aren't mandatory. Settings. So this would be like the equivalent of advanced settings on the computer properties tab. So you can adjust remote desktop, some environmental variables. We're going to take a closer look at this remote-based access control. Okay, role-based access, or RBAC, is a hot topic these days. This looks like it creates 3 local groups on the server itself. I'm going to go ahead and apply it just for kicks, and we'll take a look just to be sure. Oh, that's interesting. They say it could take up to 10 minutes, so I'll have some more cropping to do. The other thing it said in the instructions is if you wanted to use Active Directory group policy to apply the group memberships, or apply those group memberships to groups instead of users, which I would highly recommend. It's really easy to do using group policy preferences, or even group policy restricted groups to set your Active Directory role-based access groups as members of the local machine role-based access activity. And we saw those 3 options, basically administration of the machine and read-only view of the machine. I forget what the third one was, maybe just like a user or a limited administrative access role. There's a lot under the hood here. 200 pages of documentation. Really recommend reading it. I'm going to take time to do that myself. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing here so far. You gotta like this little notification bell icon there, very similar to the implementation in Azure as well. So you get your notifications to see what activities are in flight. Okay, looks like we're all set. I just want to take a look at the local groups and confirm my own theory of what this did. So let's take a look here. Okay, local user and groups. Yeah, see, there's our, oh yeah, administrators. Cred SSP, that's going to have something to do with, well, let's just to manage Cred SSP. We got descriptions for each of these groups. So obviously you can control the authentication, etc. HyperV administrators and readers. So all features, Cred SSP admins, HyperV admins, and then admin center readers. Very cool. Okay, so we're coming up. We've hit 10 minutes. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I just want to look at a couple more things. I've added some more local servers here. Let's look at my HyperV server. Want to see the integration with HyperV. So let's go down to the bottom here. We can look at virtual machines and look at virtual switches. Again, the integration with Azure Site Recovery, very interesting. We got some events, overview of the server. Let's take a look at the inventory. All right, we can see everything that's running there. You see my base 2019 server that started this video off. Just want to play with remote desktop real quick. Let's see what happens there. All right, fair enough. Love to hang out and check out some more, but just wanted to get this far. Again, there's a lot of reading for you to do. I didn't really cover the full integration with Azure. There's a bunch of information on that I think you want to take a look at. Yeah, integration with Azure. There's several considerations. You can manage your Azure machines from the ground or manage your ground machines from Azure. Obviously, you could take advantage of two-factor authentication, conditional access policies in Azure if you use Azure as the authentication and access control for your Windows Admin Center consoles. All right, thank you very much.